Good morning, Harco.
Good morning.
Nice visiting you. We're shooting this interview for the Romanian Fancier, just for the Romanian Fancier to know you, and I would like to ask you to give us some more information about yourself. When did you start with pigeons? What sort of pigeons? What sort of distances?
I started pigeon raising, I think, 15 years ago. My father had pigeons all his life, but I saw it and I focused on that. But starting raising was 15 years ago. The strain of my father was an old breed of Janssen and Merlemans. And the best known pigeon of his breed was Black Power. And Black Power was bought by Poelman in the years. And that strain is built on is a red line in our loft, you know. And that's the half of the pigeon we have. And that's the basic. That's our best breed. And from that on we go further. We cross other pigeons on them.
What distances are they suited for?
What I can remember, my father raised them on the longer distances till
One day?
Yeah, one day distance till 700 kilometers.
Till 700.
But they raised first prizes on around 100 kilometers. But the best prizes were with hot weather and lots of sun and 700 kilometers. That was the best races in the days. But the pigeon races changed this every year, so the pigeons are going faster and faster, so we had to find some other good breeds to cross them, so now we can manage all distance. So yeah.
How do you select the pigeons? Let's take, for example, the situation. You want to introduce some pigeons because you said you're exchanging pigeons, you breed them with inside. Yeah. How do you select first the loft where you get the pigeon, and second the pigeon that you buy or exchange to put in the breeding loft? What are the criteria behind it? What's important?
Well, first of all, I look at the fancier, what distance they raise and what breed they have. I go visit them and put them in hand, and I feel if they are. I know our breed is a little long, and you know it's an old strain, so it's not the nicest one. But I look for nicer pigeons to cross them, so I get very nice pigeons who can deal every distance, you know. But if I go to the fancier, the pigeons need to be have a lot of muscles, good wings, small arms, you know, to keep the longer distance, and a good eye. I love eyes, you know, and I love colorful eyes with a lot of
pigmentation.
Yeah, real good pigmentation. So,
and the back of the pigeon?
Yeah, but the back is for the one day distance. The back they have to be hard, but it's not. I have pigeons who raise first prizes with not a very strong back, so the back is not, I think, not the real important thing. I think the strain and the distance of what the pigeons raise and
the results of the fancy.
The results, yeah. But the good eye, the good wing, the small arm, I like the most.
So you use your hand. It's important to select the pigeons in hand.
I select the pigeon in hand. I feel the muscles. If they have good muscles, you have to feel good muscles. If you don't feel good muscles, probably they don't last long, you know. So for short races it will be good, but for the longer distance you need to find and feel the good muscles. And yeah, I like the eye, you know. I like real good
eye
color, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the breeding pairs? You use also hand selection when pairing pigeons, or other criteria? How do you choose how to pair?
To pair them up, I take the colors, you know. I take a gray color eye and a yellow color eye, but I look at the how do you say that,
the ring?
The ring, if I put a black ring against a yellow ring or a little a gray ring, you know. So that's what I look to.
So you never pair two gray with gray.
No, normally not. If it's not if I have no options anymore, I put them together. But most of the time I don't do that, you know. But sometimes because I don't have any pigeons anymore, I put them together, and then I will see afterwards, after the season, if the pigeons were good in raising. They might probably keep together, but most of the time I change them again.
So you change them again.
Every year I change the couples, but not the couples who bred first prize winners. I tried always next year, and if the next year is nothing, then I put them to change them again.
Changed again.
But normally, if they breed first prize winners, I keep them together.
Okay, that's good. You do early breeding or late breeding?
Sometimes because I before I raised the small distance, and I started early, December, most Christmas time.
Okay.
But now I start a little later because my focus is on the marathon, so it's not that important anymore. So I start a little later. But I have some the old stuff, you know, from the old breed. So they, I think January is the first time I'm going to breed this year.
January, you ring the youngsters, or
No, I start breeding.
you pair up the
Yeah,
pigeons.
yeah.
Okay. How many youngsters you breed and race every year?
Some 100.
100.
Yeah.
And you also select them by hand during year time, or you only select it on trainings?
No, I put them in the loft, and I train them at my house, you know, with a flag or whatever. Then I have three times in the year, you know, I select them, put them in hand, put them in the basket, put them in hand. If they're not good in hand enough, I put them away. So that's 3 times a year, before I start racing, and that's always.
So racing is the 4th selection of the year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I have an old man. This was a friend of my father. The man is 82 or 83. He always helps me to select the pigeons, so it's easy. My father always told me you have to select them more times, you know. But youngsters grow. This week they look not good. The second or the third week you put them in the hand again, they look better. But normally 3 times a year before raising, the selection is.
You use any darkening or lighting system?
Before I did, but now I go
with short distance.
Yeah, short distance and 1 day distance. I used it, but now because I have to go to the marathon, it's not important anymore. So it's.
So you don't use it anymore. You let them.
I let them just. Yeah.
When racing, you race on widowhood or on nest?
Yeah, widowhood.
Total widowhood?
Yeah.
Or only with cocks?
My father always did only the cocks, raising the cocks. But the last years we do total widowhood. But now I'm choosing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the marathon pigeons. Maybe the first couple of races I do total widowhood, and the last races I do nest. But it's not. I'm learning, you know. I'm learning in that area. I have to learn a lot, but I think I found a way to
move.
To move, yeah.
When having total widowhood, how do you manage, for example, when one of the partners is lost?
I always have a couple of hens. Most of the, how do you say that? The hens are that easy.
Mate. Yeah.
I put them aside in an aviary.
Yeah.
So if one is lost, I put them in back to the cock.
To the cock. And if a cock is lost, what do you do with the hen?
But then I put the hen away.
Oh, you put the hen. So you don't raise it anymore.
No.
Okay.
I keep it at home for if someone else is lost. But normally I don't race because I don't have the. I don't want to have a lot of pigeons, you know, to have to put them back again, because then you have, if you raise 50, then you have to have at least 50 in the aviary to for nothing, you know. So it's I keep the hens for the cocks because I think that's for me is the best pigeons to raise, the cocks. But yeah, I always have spare hens to put them. But if a cock is lost, I put the hen away. That's always what I do.
How do you train your racing team?
In the start of the season, one times a day.
Around?
Yeah.
With the flag?
With the flag. And if the longer distance, you know, 1 day distance is arriving 2-3 weeks before, I train them twice a day.
And you drive them by car on the road or only around the house?
Yeah. I not a lot, but in the first times, you know, I put them 50 kilometers.
And you do
every
that?
week.
You do that also after the 1 day distance
No.
start in between or not?
No,
only
no,
at home?
No, yeah, only at home. Yeah. But sometimes if it was easy, you know, then if the weather is bad or something in the week, then I put them on a Wednesday or Thursday. I bring them over. Yeah.
Okay. You told me a bit earlier that you will destroy one of your lofts because it's not good enough.
Yeah.
In your opinion, how does a good loft should be?
Well, the pit. If you walk in a loft, you can see if a pigeon feels good. If a pigeon is in good condition, you can see. You know, you can only with your eyes you can see if a pigeon loved the loft or not. And if the loft is not good, they always a little bit, you know, crinky. Always, and the loft on that side is it's not a lot of sun, so you see a pigeon is not feeling that good. So for me, it's if you go in a loft, then you normally you can see if a pigeon is in good health or not and feels good. And if he likes it, I like it too.
What do you think are the most important things in pigeon sport to be successful?
Good pigeons. I think good pigeons and health. I think the best, the combination good pigeons and keep them in good health. I think that's the best.
How do you keep your pigeons healthy? You treat them with medicine or you try natural products?
Yeah, in the start of the season, I treat them with for trichomonasis. I give them before the season starts. I give them a cure for respiratory. And after that, I'm going to use the products I have sold, Pigeon Support. So I'm going to use that along the season, and if I think the pigeons are not good enough or look strange, or if I see something different, I go to a vet. Then I check them, and if there's something wrong with them, I put some medicine. If he says I put some medicine, I have to. So that's what I do.
But in general, how often you visit a vet?
No, well, the last couple of years we have a vet coming to a club here in the area. So most of the time is once a month that we go to. So once a month is, I think, normal.
Once a month?
Yeah, once a month.
So you go to the club, the vet comes to the club and...
to the club. You just do the normal thing, trichomonas, worms, coccidios, you know, that's it. Yeah.
Going back a bit to the loft, you said pigeons and in good condition, that means that the loft must be good.
Yeah.
How about the oxygen inflow? How important is for the pigeons and how do you control a normal or a good flow of oxygen?
Well, we tried when my father was alive. We tried a lot of stuff, you know, air in front and goes out and in the
Roof.
In the roof. But now the last years we tried with aviaries in front, and we put the loft closed, so it's a box. And I think that's for us, it was the best way to raise the pigeon. So open in front, and if the wind's coming in front, then I put something in front.
A mesh.
Yeah, for the wind. So we choose like that. You know, if the box system for us was the best system.
How do you feed your pigeons?
At the moment, I used from bias light. There's a light version.
So during rest period, it's only light feed?
Light, yeah. Well, I have always used bias light. Let me, I don't know. Yeah, but it's a light, and I have the breeding mixture, and I have the mixture from Poelman, so the all-in-one. I put them together. So it depends of the season. Now they have more light, then I put some breeding and some Poelman inside. But if the races are going heavier and longer, I put more Poelman to it and more breeding mixture.
You feed up in the last few days before the basketing or normal
No,
feeding?
normally I feed them in the early in the week the light, and from Wednesday they get
Heavy food.
every what they want. But they get as lot as they want. You know, I put them full feeding.
Feeding, yeah,
Yeah.
full feeding.
Yeah.
So they can eat as
They
much
can
as they.
eat, yeah.
And you're not worried they can get fat?
No. It's the pigeon you select. If the pigeon go to be fat, I put them away.
I know you're a frequent participant of One Loft races, and including this year, you have 5 place on the final in Europa Master Pigeons, and also a very good place in Algarve. What was it? In Algarve?
75.
75 in Algarve. From how many pigeons in the beginning?
It's, in the final it was 3,200.
3,200.
Yeah.
Ah, good.
Something like that.
Okay, so a very good
That was
one.
a very good result. Yeah.
You participate there with the same kind of pigeons
Yeah.
you have in a loft?
Yeah. I for the One Love races, I always try to find a combination that I send pigeons for the longer distance, you know, for hard weather, for 1,000 meters, and I send pigeons for that can handle 1,500 meters. So all kinds of pigeons. So I try to breed from first prize winners to bring them in and see what they do. And sometimes it works and sometimes not. But normally I try a lot of different couples, you know, different breeding.
What do you think is the most important quality for a pigeon in One Loft race when racing there?
I think the basic good health, you know. Pigeons who are healthy always, if you put them in the aviary, they're always healthy. If you put them in the loft, closed, they're always healthy. That kind of pigeons.
Okay.
I try to find a pigeon that is not easy to get sick, you know. So
With a good immune system.
yeah, that's. I think that's the best, because there are a lot of fanciers with a lot of pigeons there, with a lot of
Problems.
and you have to find the pigeons who's not getting sick.
What sort of advice would you give to a less successful fancier?
I think the most mistakes is made because fanciers don't have a lot of money, you know, because they want to buy something good, but they can't buy. They cannot buy. Try to save some money or something, and try something good, you know. Try a pigeon to buy from a fancier who is raising good. Yeah, but normally you go buy 10, but then you only buy 1, you know. But buy something good. That's very important. From a good strain that raise hard, first prize winners. I think that's the best. I made mistakes in my life too, to buy pigeons from fanciers, and I thought, okay, I can try, but the best results are always from the best pigeons, always from the first prize winner lines, you know, the good breeds. And I think, yeah, Just buy from
Focused.
The best. Yeah, just buy from the best pigeons. And there are pigeons, good pigeons in small fanciers. Not always the big ones, but you have very good pigeons in the small lofts. Also in Holland. So, but you have to look for the best.
Anything else we didn't discuss and you think it's important?
I think the breeding is one important thing. Try to breed from the best pigeons, not from rubbish, because from rubbish you get rubbish, I think. And I learned a lot from my father, and sometimes you need, you have to breed from only the best pigeons. Try to pair them up and just raise them.
Any recommendation for Romanian fanciers? Do you think it's different to race in Romania versus in what's happening in Holland? Something should be different?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what. I don't know the climate in Romania, and I don't know. I know it's different. I think it's tougher in your area. So, yeah.
But still, the three things need to be fulfilled. Pigeons.
Yeah, you have to go. You have to good pigeons. The good line pigeons. You don't. The pigeon on itself is not. I think not that important. But you have to go to good strain. Then you look further, and then you combine them. And try to breed some good pigeons.
Okay. Thank you very much, Harco. Good luck.